Who made you cry? 4 words that changed everything. Claire was about to pitch the most important proposal of her career, but the client, a powerful Sicilian with eyes that saw too much, wasn't interested in the event. He was interested in who had put those tears on her face. Comment where you're watching from. The morning started with wedding invitations in Alex's desk drawer. Alexander Morrison and Jennifer Keating request the pleasure of your company. Jennifer, her colleague, 3 years with Alex, 6 months planning this wedding. And Claire had no idea. She called him. No answer. Called Jennifer. Voicemail. 8:30. Meeting at 10. The biggest of her career. Marcello Ventures, the company that owned half of Manhattan's premier venues. If she landed this, her freelance business would finally be legitimate. She couldn't cancel. Claire stood in her Hell's Kitchen walk-up bathroom trying to fix her face. Red eyes, mascara tracks, concealer, more concealer. Eye drops, navy suit, hair in a bun. She still looked like hell. The subway felt endless. Marcello Ventures occupied the top 3 floors on Wall Street. Glass, steel, money. The receptionist smiled. Ms. Hartley, Mr. Marcello will be with you shortly. Water? Please. Minimalist luxury, leather chairs, original art, floor-to-ceiling windows. Claire sat with her portfolio and tried to breathe. Giovanni Marcello, 38, self-made. Started with one restaurant 20 years ago, built an empire. Shrewd, private. Photos showed dark hair silver at the temples, sharp suits. He never smiled. Ms. Hartley. She looked up, taller than expected, over 6 feet. Dark hair swept back, silver at temples. A suit made for his body. Eyes, deep brown, almost black, fixed on her face with intensity that stole her breath. Claire stood. Mr. Marcello, thank you for meeting with me. He didn't smile, just stood there, looking. Then, who made you cry? Her smile faltered. I'm sorry. Your eyes. Deep voice, accented. Italian softened by New York. Someone made you cry, recently. Who? He stepped closer, purposeful. Mr. Marcello, I'm here about the gala. I know why you're here. But first, who made you cry? My fiancé, ex-fiancé, as of this morning. Something dark shifted in his expression. What did he do? Can we just do the meeting? He studied her, nodded. Come. He led her through busy offices. Everyone straightened when he passed. Real authority. His office had windows, expensive desk, first editions, original art. Sit. Claire sat, opened her portfolio. I've prepared a proposal. Your fiancé. He cheated? Mr. Marcello. Gio. He leaned back. And I asked a question. Yes, he cheated. With my colleague. They're getting married. I found the invitations this morning. Is that relevant? No. But it's relevant to whether you can focus. I can focus fine. Can you? You're fighting tears, angry at him, at her, at yourself. And you need this account because your business doesn't make it otherwise. She stared. How? I do my research. He pulled out a folder. Claire Hartley, 29, event planning, 5 years. Left Prestige Events 18 months ago. Good reviews, creative. But you need something bigger. He knew everything. Then you know I'm qualified. I know you're talented. He closed the folder. I also know you're having the worst morning of your life. I respect that. So you'll consider my proposal? Better. I'll give you the account. Her heart stuttered. What? The gala. It's yours. Details tomorrow. He stood. But first go home. No, I need to present. You need to not be in a meeting right now. Gentle but absolute. Go home. We'll meet tomorrow. I don't understand. Nobody should be professional when their world falls apart. Come back tomorrow. She should argue, but tears were coming and she was so tired. Thank you. Just come back tomorrow. Claire left in a daze. Her phone buzzed. Text from unknown number. This is Marie, Mr. Marcello's assistant. Your meeting tomorrow is 10 a.m. Also, Mr. Marcello wanted me to tell you the apartment is yours. The lease is in your name only. His legal team can assist with your ex-fiancé if needed. How did he know? That night, Alex came for his things. Claire had locks changed. Gio's legal team sent someone within 2 hours. You can't kick me out, Alex said through the door. Lease is in my name. You have 10 minutes. He left. Claire slid down and cried. Phone buzzed. Marie. Mr. Marcello wanted to know if everything went smoothly. If not, please call. Claire. All good. Thank you. Response. He says you're welcome. See you tomorrow. Next morning, Claire arrived early. Professional. Ready. Marie greeted her with coffee. Caramel latte. He said you needed it yesterday. Exactly how she liked it. How did he know? Mr. Marcello notices things. Go on in. Gio stood by the window, charcoal suit, more relaxed than yesterday. Ms. Hartley, better day? Much better. Thank you for the apartment help. Your ex was an asshole. Nobody negotiates with assholes the day after their life explodes. She sat. Still, I appreciate it. Show me the proposal. She walked him through everything: venues, catering, entertainment. Timeline. Budget. Gio listened, asked sharp questions. The Bowery Hall, he said when she finished. Sorry? For the venue, you liked it best, I could tell. He was right. It's your best property, but the most difficult. You're not afraid of complicated. Small smile. We'll use it. When do you need access? This week, measurements, venue manager. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. I'll meet you there. You don't have to. I want to. This matters. I want it done right. Something personal in his voice. Is there a particular hospital? My sister, Teresa, died at 8. Leukemia. We couldn't afford treatment. He didn't elaborate. Meet tomorrow? Yes. Good. The Bowery Hall was perfect. 3 stories of exposed brick and industrial windows. Claire arrived early. Door unlocked. Back here, Gio's voice echoed. She found him, shirt sleeves rolled up, first time without complete suit, tanned forearms, a scar on his left arm. You're early. So are you. My building. He looked at her. You like it? I love it. It's exactly what this event needs. That was the goal. He stood next to her, close enough to smell cologne. Everyone said I was crazy to buy it. But you saw potential. I'm good at seeing potential. He glanced at her. Something in his tone made her pulse quicken. I'll need measurements. I'm your venue manager for this project. What? Managing this personally, it matters. He moved to plans. So, measurements. They spent 3 hours going through everything. Gio knew the building intimately, asked about her vision, pushed back when something wouldn't work, offered alternatives. By 5, Claire had pages of notes. I'll work up layouts. Send them Tuesday? Perfect. He walked her to the door. You hungry? What? After 5. Neither of us ate. Italian place nearby. We could discuss catering. Il Giardino sources from same suppliers. Il Giardino is yours. The first I opened. Already texting. Table ready in 20. Gio. Business. Catering discussion. Might as well eat. Business, of course. So why did her stomach flutter? 20 minutes. Il Giardino was tucked in the West Village. Ivy-covered brick. Warm and intimate inside. Candlelight, garlic and tomatoes. Mr. Marcello. The host appeared. Your usual table. Please, Antonio. Corner booth. Private but not isolated. Your usual table? Claire asked when seated. I eat here often, close to home. You live in the village? Central Park West. He ordered wine in Italian. But I'm here most nights anyway. Claire tried to picture him cooking. Couldn't. The wine arrived. Gio poured without asking. Tell me about your vision. They talked. Winter Wonderland theme, ice sculptures, champagne fountain, orchestra then DJ, silent auction. Gio listened, never looked away. Intense, having him focused like that. Food arrived without ordering. Antonio's decision. Trust him, Gio said. He knows what's good. The pasta was incredible. So, Gio said after a while, your ex, still bothering you? Claire nearly choked. What? Simple question. Is he bothering you? No, he moved out. Haven't heard from him. Good, because if he does, I can make sure he stops. Something in his tone. What does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. Men who cheat don't deserve second chances. If he's harassing you, I have resources. Resources. Lawyers, mostly. He sipped wine. Very good lawyers. Very aggressive. Just lawyers? He smiled slightly. What else would I mean? Claire didn't answer, because she was starting to suspect Giovanni Marcello wasn't just a property developer. Something else there. The way people reacted. The way his legal team moved so fast. I can handle Alex myself. I'm sure you can. He refilled her wine. But you don't have to. They finished dinner talking safer topics. Timeline, sponsors, her background. You left prestige events, Gio said over tiramisu. Why? They wanted templates. Same event every time. I wanted to create something unique each time. We disagreed. So you started your own company. Me, a laptop, and hope. And now Marcello Ventures. Which still seems too good to be true. It's real. Serious. And if you do well, there will be more. I own 6 venues. They all host events. I need someone creative who cares. Claire's heart skipped. More than just this gala? A partnership, if you want it. He leaned back. Think about it. No pressure. Let's see how this goes first. By 9 they left. October night cold, but clear. You need a car? Gio asked. I can have my driver. I'm fine. Subway's 2 blocks. It's late. 9 p.m. isn't late. I take Subway home from events at midnight all the time. Still, he pulled out phone. Let me... Gio. She touched his arm without thinking. Pulled back. I'm fine, really. Thank you for dinner. He looked where she'd touched him, then at her face. You're welcome. She turned to go. Claire. She looked back. Gio stood in Il Giardino's glow, hands in pockets, looking at her with an expression she couldn't read. Nobody makes you cry again. Not while I'm around. She didn't know what to say, just nodded and walked away, heart pounding. The next weeks fell into rhythm. Claire worked on gala plans, met with vendors, everything coming together beautifully. And Gio was always there. Not hovering, just present. Showed up at meetings, gave opinions, made calls that resulted in donors saying yes. How did you get Tiffany to donate a necklace? Claire asked after one successful afternoon. I asked nicely. Gio reviewed contracts at his desk. Claire worked from his office sometimes, easier than going back and forth. Nobody gets Tiffany by asking nicely. I bought my mother's gifts there for 20 years. They know me. He signed something. Why? You don't want the necklace? I want it. It'll bring 50,000. I just don't understand how. I'm persuasive when I need to be. Claire looked at him, focused on paperwork, sleeves rolled, reading glasses on. She'd learned things about him. Black coffee, 12-hour days, 3 languages, called his mother every Sunday, and always aware of where Claire was. You're staring, he said without looking up. Heat flooded her face. No, I'm not. You are. Now he looked up, over glasses. Something on your mind? Yes. You. The way you look. The way you smile when you think I'm not watching. The way my stomach flips when you say my name. Just thinking about timeline. 2 months out. Need to finalize entertainment. I have ideas. He took off glasses, set them aside. Come look. Claire moved around his desk. He pulled up a website, string quartet for high-end events. Based in Brooklyn, classical training but contemporary arrangements. Last year at the Met Gala, they made grown men cry. They're perfect. She leaned closer. Can we afford them? I already booked them. She looked at him sharply. When? Last week. I knew you'd love them. He was very close. Gold flecks in his dark eyes. Cologne. Was I wrong? No. Breathier than intended. You weren't wrong. They stayed like that. Too long. She should step back. She didn't move. Neither did he. Claire, he said quietly. I should tell you something. What? This. He gestured between them. This isn't just business for me anymore. Her heart hammered. Gio, I know, I'm your client, inappropriate, but I'm not good at pretending. His eyes searched hers. Tell me I'm reading this wrong. I'll back off. The gala still happens. Your contract is secure. But tell me I'm wrong. Claire couldn't breathe. You're not wrong. Something sparked in his expression. No, you're not wrong. He reached up slowly, touched her face, just fingers along her jaw. Claire's eyes fluttered closed. Dio, Gio breathed. Tell me to stop. Don't stop. He leaned in, lips an inch apart, less, his breath on her skin. Her hand found his chest, felt his heart pounding. The door opened. They sprang apart. Marie in doorway, apologetic. I'm so sorry, but your 3 o'clock is here. Right. Gio's voice was rough. Give me 2 minutes. Marie left. Door clicked. Claire pressed hands to hot face. I should go. Claire, I have meetings anyway. She grabbed laptop, notes, professional mode. I'll email entertainment budget tonight. Wait. He caught her hand. We should talk about this. About what? We got carried away. It happens. She gently pulled free. You have a meeting. I have meetings. We're fine. Are we? No. They weren't fine. Because Claire wanted to kiss him so badly she could taste it. We're fine, she lied. See you tomorrow. She left before he could argue. That night, Claire lay in bed replaying the almost kiss. The way Gio looked at her. The way her body responded. Phone buzzed. Unknown number. This is Gio. Marie gave me your number. Hope that's okay. Wanted to make sure you got home safe. Claire. Home safe. Thank you. Gio. Good. I also wanted to say I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have put you in that position. Claire. You didn't. I was there too. Gio. Still. You're working for me. I crossed a line. Claire's fingers hovered. She should agree. Establish boundaries. Claire. What if I wanted you to cross it? She hit send. 3 dots. Disappeared. Appeared. Gio. Then we have a problem. Claire. Why? Gio. Because I don't do anything halfway, Claire. If I cross that line, I'm all in. And that's a lot to ask. What was he saying? More than a fling? Claire. I don't do anything halfway either. Gio. I know. I've watched you work. You're all or nothing. Claire. So what do we do? The response took a minute. Gio. Have dinner with me tomorrow. Not business. Just dinner. Then we figure it out. This was a bad idea. Terrible. Mixing business with personal never ended well. But God, she wanted to say yes. Claire. Okay, just dinner. Gio. Just dinner. I'll pick you up at 7. Claire. I can meet you. Gio. I'm picking you up. Text me your address. She should argue. Instead, she sent her address and fell asleep with phone clutched to her chest. Gio picked her up at exactly 7 in a car that probably cost more than she'd make in 5 years. But he drove himself. No driver. You look beautiful, he said when she slid in. Claire had agonized over her outfit. Simple black dress. Thank you. You look nice too. Nice was understatement. Dark jeans, black sweater, casual for him. The sweater showed shoulders in ways suits never did. Where are we going? You'll see. They drove north, out of Manhattan into Westchester. City gave way to suburbs, then woods. Are you kidnapping me? Claire asked, half joking. Would you believe me if I said yes? Probably. You have that mysterious vibe. He laughed. Mysterious vibe? Everyone treats you like you're important. Your assistant jumps when you text. Antonio gives you the best table. She paused. Who are you really, Gio Marcello? He was quiet. Then, that's a complicated question. We have time. Silence. The car turned onto smaller roads, then a driveway. Trees blocked view until they crested a hill. A house sat at top. Stone and wood and warm windows glowing. This is yours? Claire asked. This is mine. Gio parked, opened her door. Nobody knows about this except family. I come here to think. He was bringing her somewhere private, important. Something warm bloomed in Claire's chest. Inside was exactly him. Minimalist but warm. High ceilings, fireplace, comfortable furniture chosen for function. I'll cook, Gio said, hanging her coat. You can watch, or help, or explore. You cook? I'm Sicilian. Of course I cook. He moved to the kitchen, open to living room, stone counters and copper pots. My mother would disown me if I couldn't. Claire sat at the island and watched. It was mesmerizing. He moved with purpose and precision. Garlic and olive oil, tomatoes crushed by hand, fresh pasta from the fridge. You made pasta. This morning. It's better fresh. He poured wine. Drink, relax. Tell me something not in my research folder. You have a research folder on me? I have folders on everyone I work with. Not apologetic. Tell me something I don't know. Claire thought. I wanted to be a dancer. Ballet until 16. Why stop? Grew too tall. 5'7" is tall for ballet. And I realized I liked planning recitals more than performing. So, event planning. You're good at it. Thank you. What about you? What did you want to be? His hand stilled. Legitimate. The word hung there. Gio, I need to tell you something about who I am, what I do. Because if this is going to be something, if we're going to be something, you need the truth. Claire's pulse quickened. Okay. Marcello Ventures is real. The restaurants, properties, venues, all legitimate. I pay taxes, follow laws, everything is legal. He paused. But 20 years ago, when I started, it wasn't all legal. The money that bought my first restaurant came from my family. And my family's business wasn't restaurants. What was it? He held her gaze. You're smart. I think you've guessed. She had. The resources. The way people reacted. The lawyer who moved so fast. You're saying your family is... I'm saying my family has history in certain businesses that aren't legal. Gambling. Import-export with flexible definitions. Protection services. His voice was level. I grew up in that world. Made money in that business. Then I got out. When? 5 years ago. Bought the family out. Legitimized everything. Now it's just property and restaurants. Clean money, clean business. He moved closer. But that's not the same as saying I'm clean, Claire. I did things, made choices. I can't undo my past. She should be scared. Should walk away. Why are you telling me? Because you deserve to know. Before this goes further. Before I... He stopped. You deserve the truth. If you want to walk away, I understand. The gala contract stands. Your business is safe. But us? That's your choice. He was giving her an out. Complete honesty and clean exit. Claire looked at him. At the man who'd asked who made her cry. Who'd helped with her apartment. Who'd given her the contract. Who'd brought her here and told her truth, even though it might send her running. I don't want to walk away. Something shifted in his expression. Claire, I'm not stupid. I know this is complicated. I know your past is complicated. But you're not that person anymore. You said you're legitimate now. I believe you. You shouldn't believe me so easily. Maybe not, but I do. She stood, moved to where he was. And I don't want to walk away. Gio looked at her like she was precious. You're sure? I'm sure. He closed the distance, slow, giving her time to change her mind. Claire didn't change her mind. When his lips touched hers, everything else fell away. The complicated past, the uncertain future, gone in the sensation of his mouth on hers, his hands in her hair, her body pressed against his. The kiss was everything the almost kiss had promised. Deep and hungry and real. His hands gentle despite intensity. Her fingers found his shoulders, his neck, tangled in his hair. Dio, he breathed against her mouth. Claire. She kissed him harder. Gio made a sound low in his throat, lifted her onto the counter, stepped between her legs. His hands found her waist, her hips, pulling her closer. Claire's dress rode up. Gio's hands were warm on her thighs. She could feel every hard line of him. We should slow down, he said, kissing down her neck. Why? Her head fell back. Because when I take you to bed... His teeth grazed her pulse. I want you sure, not caught up. I'm sure. Claire? He pulled back to look at her, eyes dark, pupils blown. I told you, I'm all in. That means I don't do casual. This isn't just tonight. Are you ready for that? He was asking for a real relationship. Something serious. With all the complications. It was crazy, reckless. Yes, she said. I'm ready. Thank God. He kissed her again, deeper. His hand slid up her back, found her zipper. The food burned. They didn't care. Gio carried her upstairs to bedroom with windows showing stars and trees and nothing else. Laid her down on sheets that smelled like him. Took his time removing her dress, her shoes, everything between them. Beautiful. He murmured against her skin. So beautiful. Claire pulled his sweater over his head, found scars on his chest, his ribs, proof of a past she didn't fully know. She kissed each one. Claire. His voice was rough. Are you sure? I'm sure. He made love to her like she was precious. Slow and thorough and intense. Learned what made her gasp, what made her moan. When they finally came together, it felt like completion, like something clicking into place. After, they lay tangled, her head on his chest, his fingers tracing patterns on her shoulder. I need to tell you something else, Gio said quietly. If it's more criminal history, one confession per night is enough. He laughed softly. No, about why the gala matters. Claire lifted her head. My sister, Teresa, died when she was 8, leukemia. We couldn't afford treatment. Not in time. His jaw tightened. That's why I started making money any way I could. Too late for her, but not too late for other families. Gio. Claire's eyes filled. I'm so sorry. The gala money goes to St. Jude's and 3 other hospitals. Pays for treatments families can't afford. Teresa would have liked that. He looked at her. That's why I don't delegate. Why it matters. Claire kissed him. Soft. We'll make it the best gala they've ever had. I know we will. He pulled her closer. Stay tonight? Yes. They fell asleep wrapped around each other. The city far away. Next morning, Claire woke to sunlight and coffee smell. Gio was up, jeans and nothing else, working at laptop by the window. Morning, she said, wrapping sheet around herself. He looked up, smiled. Morning. Coffee? Please. He brought her a mug, kissed her forehead. I have meetings in the city, but stay as long as you want. There's car service when you're ready. I should get back. Vendor calls this afternoon. Later then. He pulled her close, kissed her properly. Dinner tonight? My place in the city? Your place. The Central Park penthouse? You've been researching me. I'm thorough. She kissed him back. Yes, dinner tonight. The next weeks were blur of gala planning and stolen moments. Claire and Gio were careful at first. No public displays, professional in meetings. But alone was different. He cooked for her in his penthouse at 15 Central Park West, a space both intimidating and comfortable. Minimalist Italian design, art worth millions, views of entire park. "This place is insane," Claire said first time she saw it. "It's an investment." Gio was in kitchen, pulling ingredients. "I don't need this space, but it's good for image. Legitimate businessman." Claire moved to windows. Park stretched below, autumn colors. "How long have you lived here?" 3 years, since I legitimized everything." He chopped garlic. "My mother thinks it's too fancy. She prefers Westchester." "Where you took me on our first date." "That was a date?" She threw a towel at him. They fell into routine. Claire worked from Gio's office most days. Lunch at Il Giardino, dinner at his place or Westchester. And the chemistry never dimmed. 2 months in, Claire woke in Gio's penthouse to phone ringing. Unknown number. "Hello? Claire? This is Alex. Don't hang up." She sat up. Gio still asleep, arm over his eyes. "What do you want?" Quietly, slipping out of bed. "I need to talk. It's important." "We have nothing to talk about." "Claire, please. Jennifer and I, things aren't good. Wedding's off. I made a mistake." She stood in living room, looking at Park. "You made a mistake." "Yes, huge mistake. I love you. I want to try again." "No." "Claire." "No, Alex. You cheated. You moved on. So did I. We're done." "You're seeing someone? Already? That's none of your business. Who is it? Do I know him?" "Goodbye, Alex. Wait. I'm not giving up." She hung up, blocked his number. Again. "Problem?" Gio's voice behind her. She turned. He was in doorway, only boxers, hair messy, beautiful. "My ex wants to try again." Something dangerous flickered in Gio's expression. "Does he?" I told him no, hung up, blocked him. "Good." Gio moved closer. "But if he bothers you again, tell me." "Gio, I mean it. I don't like people upsetting you, especially not assholes who had their chance." She kissed him. Possessive. "Yes. Not apologetic." "Problem?" "No. No problem." Alex called 3 more times that week. Different numbers. Claire blocked them all. But he started showing up, at her building, at Il Giardino, once outside Marcello Ventures. "He's escalating," Claire told Gio over dinner at his place. "It's getting weird." Define weird. "He showed up at my apartment last night, standing on the street. When I saw him, he left, but it's creepy." Gio set down his fork. "This stops tonight." "What?" "This. Him bothering you. It stops." He pulled out phone. "Gio, don't. I'm calling my lawyer. Just my lawyer. A restraining order. Conversation about harassment. Nothing else." "You promise?" "I promise." He made the call in Italian, hung up. "Done. My lawyer files tomorrow. If Alex contacts you after he's served, he'll be arrested. Simple." It should feel like overreach. Instead, relief. "Thank you. Always." He pulled her into his arms. "Nobody makes you cry, remember? That includes your asshole ex." She laughed despite herself. "You know that's not normal, right?" "I'm not normal." He kissed her. "You're figuring that out." The restraining order worked. For a week. Then Alex showed up at the Bowery Hall during planning. Claire was reviewing lighting when she saw him in doorway. Blood ran cold. "Claire." Alex started toward her. "We need to talk. You need to leave." She pulled out phone. "You're violating a restraining order. I just want 5 minutes." She said leave. Gio's voice cut through space. Claire hadn't heard him come in. But suddenly he was there, moving between her and Alex with purpose that made everyone step back. "Who the hell are you?" Alex demanded. "I'm the person telling you to leave, now." "This is between me and Claire." Gio stepped closer, not threatening, just present. Something in his posture made Alex go pale. "You're him," Alex said. The guy she's fucking. I'm the man who's going to call police if you're not gone in 30 seconds. 29. 28. You can't just 26. Alex looked at Claire. Really? This is who you chose? Yes, she said firmly. Now leave. 15 seconds, Gio said. Alex finally left. Technical crew stood frozen. Gio pulled out phone, made call. It's me. Alex Morrison just violated his restraining order. The Bowery Hall, Lower East Side. Police report needs filing. Hung up. Turned to Claire. You okay? I'm fine. Just shaken. Thank you. Always. He looked at crew. Everyone take 15. They scattered. Gio pulled Claire into back room. Talk to me. I'm okay. Really. He looked desperate. He is desperate. Good. Maybe he'll finally get the message. Gio's arms tightened. But if he shows up again, if he texts you, tell me immediately. I will. I'm serious. This isn't something to handle alone. She pulled back to look at him. What would you do? If he showed up again? Gio was quiet. Nothing illegal, I promised, but I have resources. Ways to make people understand when they need to stay away. Legal resources. Lawyers who are very good at aggressive cease and desist. Private investigators who can document harassment. That kind of thing. Just that? Just that. He cupped her face. I'm legitimate now, remember? I don't solve problems that way anymore. But you could. But I don't. He kissed her forehead. I don't need to. The law works fine when you know how to use it. Claire wanted to believe him. And mostly she did. Police report was filed. Alex was officially warned. And finally, harassment stopped. He's scared, Gio said over dinner at Il Giardino, of what might happen if he pushes. Smart man. What did you do? Told you. Legal channels. At her look, he sighed. Fine. I may have had my lawyer mention I have excellent relationships with the DA's office, and that harassment cases I'm personally interested in tend to get prosecuted enthusiastically. That's legal intimidation, completely above board. He sipped wine. Welcome to how the legitimate world works, Kara. Money and connections still matter. I just use them legally now. Claire should have more questions. Later. Right now she was grateful Alex was gone. 2 weeks before the gala, Claire moved last things into Gio's penthouse. You sure? She asked, looking at her boxes in his minimalist space. Very sure. He wrapped arms around her from behind. I've wanted you here since our third date. That was fast. I told you, I'm all in. He kissed her neck. Having second thoughts? No. She turned in his arms. Just making sure you're not. Never. He kissed her properly. You're mine, Claire Hartley. I'm keeping you. She should object to possessive language. Instead, warmth through her chest. Yours, completely. The week before the gala was chaos. Final dress fittings. Vendor emergencies. Ice sculpture problem. Orchestra travel schedule issue. Gio handled everything with calm efficiency. By gala morning, Claire was exhausted but confident. It's going to be perfect, Gio said, bringing coffee in bed. It's going to be something. She took coffee gratefully. I just hope something is good. It will be. I know your work. You're brilliant. You're biased? Very. He kissed her. Get dressed. We have a gala to finalize. The Bowery Hall looked like Winter Wonderland. Everything Claire envisioned. Ice sculptures, white flowers, champagne towers, string quartet. Oh my God, she breathed in doorway. It's perfect. You're perfect. Gio behind her, hands on waist. This is just reflection of that. Guests started arriving at 7. Manhattan's elite in designer gowns and expensive tuxedos. Claire worked the room in silver dress Gio insisted on buying. By 9, silent auction raised over $200,000. Tiffany necklace went for $75,000. Dance floor full, champagne flowing. "We did it," Claire said, finding Gio by bar. "You did it." He handed her champagne. "This is all you, Kara. We're a team." "Yes." He looked at her with an expression that made her heart skip. "We are." At 10, Gio took the microphone. Room quieted. "Thank you all for being here. This gala raises money for children's hospitals, for families who can't afford care their children need. It's personal. My sister Teresa died when I was 16 because we couldn't afford her treatment. This gala, and all of you, help make sure other families don't lose their children the same way." Room was silent. "I want to thank someone special. Claire Hartley, the planner who made this possible. Claire, come up here." Claire's heart hammered. She made her way through crowd to stage. "Claire planned every detail," Gio said to Room. "But more than that, she's changed my life. Made me remember why I fought to build something legitimate. Something good. Something worth being proud of." He turned to face her. "I'm a man who doesn't do anything halfway. When I commit, I'm all in. And I'm all in with you, Kara." Claire's eyes filled. "Gio." He got down on one knee. Room gasped. "Claire Hartley, I know it's fast. 4 months. But I know you're it for me. The woman I want to build a life with. Wake up next to every morning. Grow old with." He opened a small box. Diamond and platinum. Elegant and classic. "Will you marry me?" Claire couldn't speak. Couldn't breathe. The entire room watching. "Yes," she finally managed. "Yes, of course, yes." Room erupted. Gio stood, slid ring on her finger, kissed her. The kind of kiss that made Claire forget they had an audience. That promised forever. "I love you," he said against her mouth. "I love you too." She laughed through tears. "You're crazy. Crazy about you." He kissed her again. "Come on. Let's finish your perfect gala. Then I'm taking you home." Rest of evening was blur. Congratulations. Donors writing bigger checks. Auction total climbing to 400,000. By midnight, last guest left. Gala raised over $500,000. "We did it," Claire said, leaning against Gio in empty hall. "You did it." He wrapped arms around her. "And now you're stuck with me forever." "Good." She turned to kiss him. "Because I'm not going anywhere." He took her to penthouse. Carried her through door despite laughing protests. Made love to her slowly, thoroughly, murmuring Italian against her skin. "Mine," he said when they lay tangled. Moonlight painting silver across sheets. "Completely mine. Yours. Forever." 6 months later, Claire stood in villa in Sicily, looking at Mediterranean while Gio's mother fussed with her wedding dress. "Beautiful," Nonna Maria said in accented English. "My Giovanni chose well." "Thank you, Nonna. You make him happy. That's all I want." She patted Claire's cheek. "Now come. Everyone waiting." Wedding was small, family and close friends. They married in garden of Gio's family villa, olive trees and flowers and sea smell. When Claire walked down aisle, Gio looked at her like she was the only person in world. "You're beautiful. You're not bad yourself." Ceremony was Italian and English both. Exchanged rings, Claire's diamond, Gio's platinum band. Promised to love forever. "I do," Claire said. "I do," Gio echoed. "You may kiss your bride." He did. The kind of kiss that made everyone cheer and laugh. "Finally," Gio said against her mouth. "Mine forever. Yours forever." Reception was loud and long. Wine and dancing. Gio's family embraced Claire completely, his mother crying, cousins making toasts in Italian that made everyone laugh. "What are they saying?" Claire asked. "That I'm a lucky bastard," Gio translated, "and that you must be saint to put up with me. They're not wrong." He laughed, pulled her close. "Dance with me, wife." They danced under string lights while Sicily sang. Celebrated late, finally escaped to villa as sun rose. "Best day of my life," Gio said, carrying her over threshold. "Mine too." Claire kissed him. although the proposal was pretty good. I knew you'd like that. Public declaration. Very romantic. Very you. Is that a compliment? Yes. She pulled him down to kiss properly. Everything about you is a compliment. They made love as husband and wife, slow and sweet and perfect. After, lying in his arms while dawn broke over Mediterranean, Claire thought about the morning she'd found those invitations. Worst day that led to best thing. What are you thinking? Gio asked, fingers tracing patterns on her shoulder. That I'm glad Alex cheated. Gio laughed. Hell of a thing to say on wedding night. It's true. If he hadn't, I never would have shown up crying at your office, never met you, never fallen in love with you. Then I guess I owe him thanks. Gio kissed her forehead. But I'm still glad he's out of your life. Me too. She snuggled closer. I have everything I need right here. Always, Gio promised. Forever, cara mia. 1 year later, Claire stood in Bowery Hall setting up second annual gala. Bigger, more sponsors, guests, money. Marcello Ventures brought her on as exclusive event planner. She had office, team, thriving business, and husband who supported her completely. You're doing that thing, Gio said, coming up behind her. What thing? Stressing about everything being perfect. He wrapped arms around her. It's going to be perfect. Always is with you. Last year was lucky. Last year was skill. This year too. He kissed her neck. Trust yourself, Kara. Gala was even more successful. 800,000 raised. Claire's business got written up in 3 society magazines, and Gio proposed expanding their partnership to all 6 Manhattan venues. You're trying to keep me busy, Claire said when he presented proposal. Trying to keep you happy. He pulled her into his lap in their office. Are you? Happy? Completely. She kissed him. Although I may need more staff if we're doing this much work. Hire whoever you need. You have budget. Gio. I'm serious. Build your business how you want it. I'll support whatever you decide. He tucked hair behind her ear. I'm just the money guy. You're the creative genius. We're partners. Yes. He kissed her. In everything. 2 years after meeting, Claire sat in same office where Gio first asked, "Who made you cry?" and realized she couldn't remember the last time she'd cried from sadness. Happy tears, sure. When Gio surprised her with Paris for their anniversary, when her business won an award, when his mother said she was proud of the woman her son married. But sad tears? Those were gone. Because she had Gio, and Gio made good on his promise. Nobody made her cry. Not anymore. What are you thinking? He asked, looking up from paperwork. You. How you changed my life. We changed each other's lives. He set aside work, pulled her into arms. I was legitimate on paper before you, but you made me legitimate in here. He tapped his chest. Made me want to be the man you saw when you looked at me. I saw the real you from the beginning. I know. That's why I love you. He kissed her thoroughly. Want to go home early? Thinking we could cook together? Open that wine from our honeymoon? Have quiet night? That sounds perfect. They left hand in hand, New York sunset painting buildings gold, drove to 15 Central Park West, where Claire's things were no longer in boxes, but integrated completely. Home, Gio said, hanging coats. Home, Claire agreed. They cooked together, Gio teaching her his mother's sauce recipe, Claire handling salad because he still didn't trust her with timing. Ate on couch with city lights below and park spread like painting. I have something for you, Gio said after dinner. It's not my birthday. Doesn't have to be. He pulled out envelope. Open it. Inside were plane tickets and property papers. What? Westchester House. I put it in your name. At her shocked expression. It's where we had our first date, where I knew I was falling in love. It should be yours. Ours, officially. Claire's eyes filled. Gio. And the tickets are for next month. 2 weeks. No work. Just us. Wherever you want. I want to go back to Sicily, to your family, where we got married. Then Sicily it is. He pulled her close. Anything you want, cara mia. Always. They made love that night with familiarity and passion that came from really knowing someone, from choosing them every day, from building a life together. I love you, Claire said afterward in his arms. More than I thought I could love anyone. I love you more. Gio kissed her hair. Thank you. For what? For showing up that day. For being brave enough to say yes even though I'm complicated and my past is messy and nothing about us was simple. You're worth it. All of it. Every complicated, messy, beautiful part. We're worth it, he corrected. This. Us. What we've built. Yes. She kissed him. We're worth it. Years later, when people asked how they met, Gio would always say, she walked into my office crying. I asked who made her cry, and I made sure nobody ever made her cry again. And Claire would add, he's very good at keeping promises. Because he was. And because they were happy. And because sometimes the worst day of your life is actually the beginning of everything good. Subscribe to see more dark mafia romance stories. Join our members area for exclusive content. And hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.